Hi, welcome to the Grafton Ghost Town. We're at this overlook here before we head down into the town, but out there in the distance where that grass is where the town is, so we'll head down there. About 40 minutes later, here we are in the first part of the ghost town, which is the graveyard. Just walking around these graves. Most of them died between 1870s and early 1900s, and some of them have been redone. Other ones have been there since they were first buried, and there's no more name or anything on them. There's some that have been washed away. There's some flooding that has gone in through here when it rains really hard when the monsoons come in. So, I mean, there's probably a ton of unmarked graves that we won't be able to see in here. On my right here, there's a fence. There's a family here that was actually killed by Indians just south of here, and they were buried here. There's actually stone where it has some information about it, which I have a picture of here to show you. It says on the stone there, killed by Indians in 1866. Here's the schoolhouse slash church, and just coming to the window, you can see a picture here. There was a saloon to the left of it, but it's no longer there, and you can't even get into it. It's closed. Here's some more houses in the area here that we'll explore. Some of these houses you can't get into because they're on private property, but other ones they do let you get into here. This house is one of the nicer ones. There's a couple nicer houses in the area. There's only 7 houses left standing. 3 of which are on private property, but when the town was at its height in the mid-1800s, there was probably 30 houses here. So the town was established in 1859 and was a farming town. Around the mid or early 1900s, about 1907 to 1910, the town was abandoned. There were some residences here up until 1844. That's when I say mid-1900s, is because in 1944, the last residences left. There's probably maybe 2 families living here overall. So we're heading down what was probably Main Street at the time, the church and schoolhouse on the left there. There's a couple of houses down there, that on the left there being a really nice house. But we'll check out this house on the right first, and then we'll head over to that nicer house here in just a second on the left. They've redone a lot of these houses. They have a lot of new floors. The walls have been cemented. They've been redone. It looks pretty nice, actually. Some of the chimneys, so they don't fall over, have been redone, re-cemented as well. It's kind of cool that they allow you to come here for free at any time and check out these houses without to pay anything, and they've kept them up for you to see, so it's pretty cool. The town was eventually abandoned because of the flooding in the area. So the Virgin River is just below here, and if it rains a ton, the river gets really high. And usually it's just kind of a creek, so it's hard to believe that it could turn into a pretty massive river, but these farmers unfortunately saw that happen, where it came in and flooded and destroyed a lot of their houses. And they tried to rebuild, but it happened more than once, and so eventually most people left the area and headed to nearby Rockville or Virgin or other places like that to settle where it was a little bit higher ground. This house is definitely the nicest house here. It looks like it's been redone. It may have been one of the houses that someone lived in until 1944, who knows, but a lot of it's been redone. It looks really nice. It's got 2 stories, and we'll head up to the second story and check it out. For the second story, there's just 2 rooms, and the bottom there was 3 rooms, and they were decent size. I mean, most of the other places just had 2 rooms, and so had quite a bit. There's a house off in the distance there to the right. There's the church again. We're going to head down here and go left and on the road and see if there's anything else that we can see here, but you can see some of that farmland there. There's a lot of farmers that live in the area still who have private land, and some of the houses that are on those. There's a cellar we found in one of the houses in the area here. You can see a staircase though, but you can't get up there. It just ends. They've blocked it off. Nice and cool down there. Head back out. There's just a couple pictures. That's on private property. We can't get to it. And there's a barn here as well that we also couldn't get to. Okay, thanks for watching.